Hey guys, Aubrey here. Welcome back to the channel. How many of you guys have been looking for some of the top Arcade1up cabinets all year long, but are not willing to pay the $600, $700, $800, whatever the prices are for some of these particular cabinets? Well, you are in luck because all of the big retailers that are out there have massive sales right now on Arcade1up cabinets, up to and including Arcade1up themselves. What are those sales going to be? Well, you're going to have to stay tuned. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe first. We're going to go over some sales right after this. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back, guys. Like I said, we are going to go over some amazing deals that Arcade1up actually has sales on right now. We're going to talk about the Sam's Club sales right now, which are probably some of the sexy sales you're going to get this holiday season. We're going to look at Best Buy, Walmart, GameStop, and even Arcade1up, and even Target. Target doesn't have quite as many good sales as some of the other companies, but you also have to remember, too, a couple of these companies, such as Best Buy and Walmart, if I'm not mistaken, they do price matching. So some of these cabinets, if you still are able to see them on the website, you might be able to get them to price match at some place like Best Buy as well, if they have some of these physical cabinets in the store. Now, the SKUs might be a little bit different in Best Buy as opposed to what they are in Sam's Club. Like they might be missing a stool, or they might have a stool, you know, something to that effect. But we're going to take a look at these sales real quick. So I'm going to hop right into my computer. All right, here is the massive sales that you're looking at. So if you guys have been trying to get your Simpsons arcade cabinet at Walmart in one of those clearance prices, now is the time to actually get the cabinet. You can get it directly from the actual cart. It's got free shipping as well. Now, Sam's Club, obviously, you need to have a membership for it. I'm not sure how much it is. I think it's like $50 a year or something like that. But with the savings that you're going to get right here, it's literally going to pay for itself. So you got the Simpsons Arcade1up with riser for $199.91, because Sam's Club and Walmart, they have to have the weird prices. Ultimate Mortal Kombat Arcade with riser for $199.91, regular price $429.98. Obviously, Simpsons is regular price like $500. I'm going to round up so that I'm not doing the pennies and everything. The big one that a lot of people are looking at is this Arcade1up NFL Blitz Legends arcade game with stool. Now, that just recently came out, which, if I'm not mistaken, I think they just got the online play working within the past month or so. Woohoo! So the issues that a lot of people had was when this game was released, it was missing online play, even though it was promised to have it when it came out. Unfortunately, it fell flat. Now, is this a clearance type price? No, I think this is really just a very big holiday sale. Now, I would love to see Marvel vs. Capcom 2 in that price. That might actually, you know, make me want to go and actually get the cabinet and try to make room. Heck, I would probably even get rid of my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Arcade1up first gen cabinet that you see right behind me. Now, Super Pac-Man with riser, that one's going down from $430 down to $199.91. $230 savings. Back to Blitz, though, you're saving $330, down from $630. Even though I thought the retail was supposed to be $600 on this particular cabinet, maybe it's because of the Walmart pricing / Sam's Club prices. You even have the Infinity Game Table, which is on a really good sale as well. It's like $600. So if you are looking to get that, you can save a lot of money right now. Instead of $900, you're going to get it for like $600. Tempest not on sale. Most of your other ones that you're seeing on here aren't on a big sale. Yeah, I mean, you look at the regular prices. These are just your regular retail prices for the rest of them. Even you look at the Pac-Man Jr. arcade, you're actually getting Blitz for about the same price, which is pretty crazy. The next place we're going to look at Best Buy. Now, this is where you can actually get the Terminator arcade cabinet for only $300. It's $400 off the regular price, which is insane. If you have not gotten any of the pinball machines, which we don't really see quite as many people talking about the digital pinball games from Arcade1up anymore, But you can actually get the Attack from Mars pinball for only $400, down from $750. So again, great deal. Now this is where I kind of get a little confused right here. You got the 32-inch Infinity game table for $899. You go back over here, and they have what looks like the exact same thing for $600. Now, if you do have an actual Sam's Club account, and if you can go into a store, which I went to Best Buy just this past weekend, they actually had the 32-inch one physically in the store, you might be able to go in there and actually get a price match if it's the exact same model that you're actually seeing here. So you might be able to save $400 just by walking right into a Best Buy store. You got the Simpsons here. Now, here's where your differences are, where the price matches don't really work quite so well. So this one's $300. Now, this one actually includes the Simpsons stool, where this is just the cabinet by itself. So you got to be careful when you go in there and be like, hey, I want to price match that. They're going to actually look at the models and see if they're the exact same SKU. So just be careful when you're actually doing these kind of things for price matching. You might actually get one of those employees that doesn't care. It's like, oh, okay, it's the same thing. Just kind of price match it. Maybe you can get lucky. Not saying to do that, but I'm just saying. You go down here, you got Ridge Racer for $400. You got Street Fighter II Champion Turbo Legacy Edition with the riser and the lit marquee. Now this is back ordered, but you can still get it locked in at $400. Save yourself $100. And then you do have some of these other ones, the actual cocktail tables. They used to call cocktail tables. You save yourself a few $100 there. It's if you have the room for that kind of stuff. If you're like me, you really don't have the room for a cocktail table. Now that's that same one that they screwed up last year for Best Buy, and they sold a whole bunch of them for like $100, which I didn't have $100 at the time, so I kind of kicked myself for that. $50 off there. And then there's the NFL Blitz arcade at Best Buy. Now, the differences you're seeing here, much like the Simpsons one, this is just the actual cabinet by itself, whereas the one at Sam's Club has the cabinet and the actual stool. So I would tell you, you would need to actually go get that right where it's actually at Sam's Club. You have the Star Wars Virtual Pinball, $500. You're saving $250 on there. Ninja Turtles, a couple $100 off. Yeah, you have some really great deals, as you can really see just on this. Now, you got the Marvel Pinball arcade. That's $250 off. These are great gifts, guys. Now, a lot of people may get them and be like, here, give them to the kids, have them put them together for Christmas. Or you might get them and put them together in your garage and then move them out on Christmas, or put them in a room somewhere. Just try not to ding up your walls moving the things. Try not to break them. You don't want disappointment come Christmas morning. Same with the ladies with their husbands, and vice versa. I mean, these are great cabinets to get. Now, are these authentic replicas? I wish I could say yes. Is the quality build quite as good as getting the full-blown, full-sized arcade? No, these are 3/4 size cabinets. Unfortunately, these are not exactly the same. The quality of the buttons and joysticks, not the exact same, but it does give them that particular feeling. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these cabinets can be upgraded. People are buying additional parts to upgrade the joysticks, controllers, the marquees, and pretty much everything about these cabinets. Just make sure you are getting the right cabinet. Do a little bit of research if you are looking to get one of these to do upgrades. They only have 17-inch screens. Yes, only 17-inch screens. So do a little research. Try to get those little hints from the person you're getting these from to make sure you are getting them the right cabinet. I don't necessarily need to go into all the different pages. I think most of these are the best sales that you're looking at. Now we're going to go over to Walmart because there's a couple sales here, not as much. Again, you have this same one for NFL Blitz as you're seeing over at Best Buy, where this is just the cabinet itself. Let's see, Terminator 2, it's also $300. Now you can get the Simpsons arcade with the stool for $300 as well. Now, is it worth an extra $100 to get the actual stool? Well, that's up to you. There's a lot of people who are buying these cabinets, and they're going to some place like Lowe's or Harbor Freight or something. They'll buy a stool for like $40, $50, something like that. So You could save yourself some money by going that route unless you want the officially licensed variation. Now you do have Street Fighter 2 Big Blue. You're not finding that in too many retailers right now, but you can still get it. This one is $200 off of the regular price, which is still good. You got the Infinity gaming table here, not on as good of a sale. You got the Atari Legacy 12-in-1, which is on a sale. It's only the cabinet, no riser, sold out. So again, you got to look for what you're trying to get. Now, this is not one that you see in too many places right now. You get the Dig Dug Bandai Namco. It's, you're looking at a couple $100 off. So some of these older classic ones, like your Defenders, things like that, you can still get them, but you're not really getting them on a great sale in some cases. You got the other Street Fighter Legacy cabinets, only $50 off. So I don't know. You got Tron. Not everybody has been talking about Tron lately. Was a great cabinet. The big problem with Tron was the actual flight stick was very flimsy. It broke for a lot of people. It's a good deal if you're planning on maybe upgrading the flight stick with a different third-party flight stick that actually has that metal piece going farther up into the actual joystick, because that was one of the issues is the piece of metal the flight stick's attached to. It's not into the flight stick very far, and it makes it very flimsy and easy to break. Post down below if you had one of those actually break on you, because I know a lot of people really did. You got that other Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting. You got that one for $400. Now, we don't really talk too much about the countercades, but the countercades are on decent sales. Now, you get the Marvel Superheroes cabinet. Well, countercade. Very, very good deal. If you haven't gotten any countercades or purchased any countercades, they're good space savers. Now, do they have great screens? They only have I think they're only 8-inch screens, 8-inch screens. They're not very big. Now, if you want to really get the big ones, and you get yourself the Partycades. The Partycades are some of the ones that have the same size screen as the regular cabinets, as you see right here with the Street Fighter 2 one. So that's not on a sale, but that's just kind of an example what you could look at for gifts for people. If you don't have a lot of room, a countercade or a Partycade is a very good way to go. I would lean more towards your Partycades than the countercades, though, depending on the game you're looking to get. I do want to see a Marvel vs. Capcom Partycade, though. That would be really nice. And you know what? I was wrong earlier. The Shaq Edition NBA Jam was not the first 19-inch cabinet that they had for Arcade1up. It was actually Golden Tee 3D. My mistake. So you got your Ninja Turtles. Again, lots of great sales. Now we're going to go over to GameStop for a couple of these. Now, as you can see, some of these deals aren't quite as tasty as some of the other sites. The Arcade1up pinball machine from Attack from Mars, that one's on a good sale. They've put Terminator 2. That looks like it's showing like a regular price and not a sale price. You can get yourself Paw Patrol for $150, though. You could save some money for the little people. So if you have a cabinet you want to get, you don't want to get a full-size one, but you got a little kid who wants to play with you, maybe your son or your daughter, it kind of gives them something. They have a few of those. They had the Paw Patrol. They had the Pac-Man cabinet as well. You just don't have to build those. You literally take them out of the box and just set them up there. Some of these other ones you have sales on, there's not a lot. Not a lot. You got Dragon's Lair. You could save $100. Very good deal for you. Again, NFL Blitz, $500. I think as a regular NFL Blitz, that's not a bad deal, but it's not as good as the one for Sam's Club. If you really go get yourself a membership, you can get the NFL Blitz Legends with the stool for cheaper than actually buying just the basic cabinet by itself. And here's the Golden Tee 3D I was briefly telling you about. So these are just the first screens of the sales. There's more sales you're going to see there, but they generally put their best sales on their front pages. You go to the Target website. We're going to do that first. We're going to do Arcade1up last. You got Arcade1up Pong. That one's like $80 off. Not too bad. I'm not sure how I feel about the newer, updated style of the cabinet, of those particular, I think it was countercades, if I'm not mistaken. Attack from Mars, it seems like this is across the board where those pinball machines are like $500. NBA Jam Home, right there for $130, $100 off. So when you actually click on it, you can see there's a lot of people who did like it. It's just not going to have a gigantic screen. When it comes to sales, shows some of the other sales that you have going on as well. We're going to scroll down. Paw Patrol Legacy, you get like $30 off, 20, $30. That's not a really great deal. This is probably the best deal they have, though, the X-Men that I can see there. $750 down to $450. So you save like $300. Most of the other wholesaler or resellers are selling that for like regular retail price at $750. So Target's big deals are going to be this, your Big Blue, maybe the Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, because I didn't see that one on sale or on as much of a sale on some of the other places. These ones you do have to order, though. So some of them will have free shipping. Exclusions apply. Yeah, I mean, you can see some of the deals you have there. Simpsons for $2.99 with the stool. Seems like that's the same price they had at Walmart, if I'm not mistaken. Marvel Superheroes. And then back to your Blitz again. Even have the Couchcade. Everybody seems to have forgotten about. And there's your Shaq Edition, NBA Jam. That's also on a decent sale. But some of these sales are ending really soon, so you might want to make sure you get on these if you're really trying to get them. So I think that's going to be it for when it comes to the sales. What do you guys think? Are these some sales that you really want to get on top of? I know that many of these particular cabinets you guys have already gone and purchased when they first came out. Not everybody likes waiting. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the NFL Blitz has only been out for a few months, and that's already half price just for the holidays. So, do you have a Sam's Club account? Not? Well, does this make you want to actually go and actually get one? Not everybody wants to buy food in bulk, so not everybody's going to go to Sam's Club or BJ's or, something to that effect, one of those big giant warehouse places. But I think these are some sales that we really can't deny are amazing and are definitely going to be worth spending a little bit of extra money to get a membership or buy at one of these other locations. Again, make sure you check out for price matching. I mean, I really can't say that enough. I work in retail, unfortunately, and price matching saves people a lot of money. And yes, we do check for the actual correct models and make sure that they do match what you're trying to price match, especially Amazon.com. So that's going to do it for the main content, guys. On top of that, not a lot's been going on with me. Just been having some physical issues with my ring finger. Might be, unfortunately, getting a little bit of carpal tunnel, which I'm hoping not. I'm trying to put off going to the actual doctor on. I'm looking at possibly ordering my new soundboard. So I do like my Rodecaster Pro, but the Rodecaster Pro 2 is out, and then it'll allow me to actually get rid of things like the little FET head that I have right here. So you might actually see the wires kind of shrink down a little bit and have a couple of extra little features that I might play around with on the actual stream itself. So hopefully you'll see something like that soon as well. I am looking at possibly moving things around a little bit here, like where my hamsters are back there. Looking at maybe moving this room around a little bit and getting a backdrop and changing my lighting up a little bit. So it's something I'm really wanting to move forward with doing. It's just a matter of the time and, obviously the mighty dollar as well. So hopefully that gives you an update on what's kind of been going on here with the channel. I'm still looking at a variation of rebranding, or I might start a secondary channel for some of the other ideas that I've actually got. So if not, well, you might see some changes here, but it might not be until after the beginning of the year. So got to make my yearly contributions and blow them out of the water. So hopefully you guys had a great holiday. You saw the last video I made. I made it about a month ago. So it took me a little while to record it. I tried to keep something in the pipeline so that I'd have something to kind of put out for you guys. So I appreciate you guys coming and watching the video as always. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe as always as well. Stay tuned for the next episode of Psycho Gamer. Game on.